ball rug. Oh no.
The stream has started.
Can we get much higher?
Boom. To my little friend.
Oh yeah, that one with the deodorant. He's like,
Oh, I seen it at the rave or
Yeah.
outdoor. Yeah. Oh, he made a new one. PAX.
Yeah. Nice. There's the audio's good. Okay, cool.
I just love the guy's face where he's just like.
Yeah, we got some oatmeal with banana.
Oh wait. Slight adjustments.
Yes, here, this one.
Just angle the pivot the head. Don't move it. Just pivot the head.
Up.
Not even that. The little that part. Pivot it up.
Yeah. So like hit this.
A little bit more.
You could angle this thing.
A little bit more. Perfect.
One piece.
Mine's good. Oh, it was only. That's perfect. Like it's OnlyFans. People don't know who he is.
Yeah, the zoom. This is content. Can we get much higher? Just
probably go like a little bit more. A little more that way.
yeah. The soda's a nice framing. It's like along the edge. Okay. So we'll do yours, mine, and then Jack's. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Weekly DLC. I'm one of your hosts, Kurosh, joined always by my co-host, Dan Vargas.
The One Piece.
Dan Jang.
The One Piece is real.
Like, we finally embraced One Piece. Hamlin and Hamlin's. If you're not familiar with us, we talk about, we're a podcast. We talk about nerdy stuff, comics, books, pop culture, the One Piece. The One Piece is real sometimes, too.
Two
and
pieces?
everything in between. We have been going for 287 episodes. 286. This is episode 287. If this is your first time joining us, thank you for joining us. Please, we have check out our backlog. We have quite a plethora of episodes to go through.
Just not the first like 80 episodes.
That's for we should have like that be like an elite stats. Like you watch those or you listen to those, special badge.
I have a question. We're on Spotify, right?
Yes.
I was trying to look for a podcast online. Is there like a website where I can, if I didn't want to use Spotify?
Just like a general?
Yes.
Well, what I have up right now is like our main one, rss.com /podcast/ the weekly DLC. And then from there you can copy the RSS feed into whatever podcasting service. But it's on iTunes, it's on Google Play, it's on Spotify.
And the SoundCloud one is all gone. There are no tracks.
Yeah, they completely migrated it over. So whoever was on there following us should be on. What's up?
It's actually really cool. Like you look up, you little Google the weekly DLC, and you get our SoundCloud, which no more apparently. Our Instagram, which we don't really do much.
Can you click the Apple one real quick?
It's not gonna give me much because I don't have Apple.
Oh, the first thing you really look at there is that we're a 5-star podcast.
Woo!
For 287 episodes.
You just played me like a fiddle.
Ease out on the cussing, remember.
Maybe.
The first one.
Only if
5-star, but the cussing is a little too much.
I want Hamlin and Hamlin to review it. The podcast is real. But yeah, check us out, and then on podcasting services. Also, if you're tuning in right now live and you're in the know, but if you're not, we're on streaming services. We're on twitch.tv/theweeklydlc. Check us out there. We record usually every Thursday. Sometimes we change it up when things get kind of hectic. We might be changing it up this month a little bit. So just hit follow. You'll know when. And yeah, check us out live, and we'll be in talking with you in the chat. You can get engaged with us on the topics we bring to the table. I think that's all the major things to go over. Look for them on our posts on Monday. And yeah, this is episode 287. So we have 3 topics today. We're going to be talking about losing very personal belongings and experiences of such. And we're going to be talking about Disney trying to enter the card game business. And we're going to be talking about, when this releases, we'll be on the other end of it, but we're going to be talking about, we're excited for PAX. It's coming up this weekend. We're all going to be attending. We want to talk about what we're looking forward to. So that is going to be what we talk about today. Before we get into that, we like to go around the table and talk a little bit about what we've been up to. Vargas, you want to tell us what you've been up to?
One Piece.
You've been watching One Piece finally.
One Piece is great.
Thank you.
I haven't done much. I stopped playing Tower of Fantasy, and I think it helps that I never spent money on it. Actually, I lied. I bought the the monthly pass thing, which was like $4, I think. And so it just it unlocks they have a monthly pass thing where they give you the basics as you level up. But if you get that premium version, they give you the better versions of that. And I don't know, it's whatever. So probably stop playing that game. What else?
Was it because it just lacked interest, or
it
ran its course with you?
No, it was just lack of interest. Because I didn't spend the money, I didn't put enough. I wouldn't say I didn't feel like I put enough time in to stay up to date with things, and I just feel like I was losing it. So it's still on my computer. I might still play it, but I just don't have the urge to play it, so I haven't even loaded it up or anything.
Okay.
Played some more Returnal.
Oh, okay.
It's fun to pick up and play because it's one of those. It's just a shooter game, and it's
very arcadey.
Yeah, very arcadey. So I enjoy that, and then you end up dying faster. All right, well, my session's done for the day.
And they have daily runs too.
Yeah, I haven't done any of those.
No. Okay. There's some fun modifiers. It's getting this stuff this early in the game. All right, cool.
And then what else? Been reading manga.
Cool.
I found a couple new ones, but they're fresh, man. 20 chapters, and it's not enough. I need more.
One Piece.
The One Piece.
You need chapters. They got you.
It's isekai is what I'm looking for, because there's ones I get into in the beginning, and then it's some rom-com, and I'm less and as it gets dull, I'm I'm not gonna continue. And it's within the first 5 chapters, I'm there.
I feel like if you were to start One Piece, you could finish it in a month.
Yeah, finish it before we go to PAX.
Yeah,
no, I don't think so. No.
You're not sleeping though tonight.
Let's see.
When you finish it, just this moment, everyone's quiet. The One Piece.
What else have I done?
You won some tournaments.
Oh yeah, I attended a birthday party, and Krillin, my boy, played Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and I don't know, something clicked in that game, and I found out that was
practice.
Playing it that tournament day was my second time playing it. I mean, I played it when it first came out, but I completely forgot how to play it, and I played when we did an episode of the podcast. I played a little bit before we started the podcast, and then that day of that we did the party and your little tournament thing,
Shang Tsung.
I knew
you saw the code.
Yeah, I saw the code. I just knew how to play the game. It just fell into place. All I needed to do was figure out how to do those moves, those extra moves that aren't part of just hitting square and triangle. And then once that happened,
you figured it out.
The One Piece. And then now I just need to figure out how to do combos, because I know if you hit square, it does its own combo, but you can pause mid, then do something else to continue, and then it resets the combo. You keep going again, then you do it again.
Juggles.
Yeah, and it juggles them, and you can keep going further. And that was really fun. I think I only got 1 medal. Yeah. Well, technically 2. I don't know where my second one is though. Because you did that thing where the winner of the tournament, and then you did a special you versus that winner.
Oh, right.
And I don't know what happened to the other medal. I must have left it here because I never grabbed it.
I think
Not a big deal. Was really fun. Thank you. Happy birthday. I think that's it. Really.
Yes.
set up for PAX, and then my freaking today I get home and my fucking closet just came out of the damn wall, dude.
He didn't see what our emotes were.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, it's just two blank ones. It's like,
Yeah,
salute.
to me it came out of blank, but you guys saluted me or saluted Rip.
Pay F. Press F.
Press F. Pay respects.
Press F, pay respects.
Yeah, man, my freaking closet. I got home and I had a shelf with all my storage stuff, like the really old school stuff. I had like all my Nintendo, all my PlayStation and PlayStation 2, everything, and all that fell, and a lot of it cracked, got smashed. Some comics don't have a cover anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Naked.
Damn.
So I lost some things I didn't expect to lose, but we'll talk about that. That's my topic.
Okay. Cool.
But that's it.
Jang, what are you up to?
I found out that the One Piece is real.
The One Piece.
Hamlin McGill. But Better Call Saul, season 4, beginning.
Damn, you're on season 4?
One season a week.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I keep forgetting how short
It's like 10 episodes, so I try to average like 1. But then, like in the weekends, I could do like 2, maybe.
What did you think of the 3rd season?
First, I need you to get into your car, wipe your butt, not up and down, wipe it left to right.
Here's what we're gonna do. The way.
But I think I don't know, something about it. It's not Breaking Bad for sure. It's very slow burn, and I know the payoff is worth it. But it's not like I'll watch it and be like, damn, that was great. It's good. It's really good. Yeah.
Because I remember how you felt coming out of the 2nd season. How did you feel coming out of the 3rd?
I like whenever they show the black and white scenes.
Okay.
I wish there was more of that.
Is that like backstory?
It's not. See, dude, the use of fucking color is so smart. You would think black and white is flashback. Right. That's the future. So that's like, I was like, man. And then when it's the past, it's like a weird saturation. And you can tell his hair is like, he has more hair. And then, yeah, but I saw a major character die in season 3. And
Spoilers, bro.
I mean, I knew this character died. I forgot where I saw it, but I knew that spoiler going into it.
Saul doesn't make it.
Rick Grimes.
Yeah.
Loses an arm. Fuck.
But beginning of season 4, he's pretty much Saul Goodman, I think. Like, well, I don't know. Like, he's pretty, like, I don't give a fuck.
And Saul Goodman's who we see in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like, I mean, the series of Better Call Saul goes from before, during, and after.
There's a lot more to it.
So yes and no. Got it.
Yeah.
But you're still enjoying it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't been streaming. I fucking played Fortnite yesterday. Got a win.
Nice.
I just logged in because they're giving away that free skin and
Okay.
all the stuff. So I just like. Did you see the Twitter where the guy was kept on receiving these gifts? So I was like gifting, just random. I was gifting random people because you can buy, but it's free. So I was just gifting random people that have never played the game in a long time. It was like, this is funny. But,
Did you gift me?
Maybe. I think I did.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm gifting it because if you don't claim it, you're just not you missed out on it. So there's some cool emotes, and I was like, yeah,
Nice.
gotta win. Yeah, Fortnite. Oh, and Slay the Spire. Fuck, the furthest I've ever gotten. I can't.
What happened?
Not enough health. Like,
Like how far did you get?
I got to the second boss.
Oh,
So
shit.
You've done before
so-
though, haven't you?
Yeah, I guess. But then this is like,
You're better set up for it.
it's hard because you have to pick up a key to get the heart. So there's 3 keys. Those 3 keys sacrifices things you need, relics.
Oh,
so
shit.
it's really
When you use it or when you pick up the
when
key?
you pick up the key, because you can either pick a relic or a key.
Oh, that kind of stuff. I thought you meant something you already have. It's a sacrifice because you can choose a key or you can choose something better to benefit your game.
Well, I think there's a hole in my
Pants?
yes, in my underwear. No, but I think there's a hole in my deck because when I hit endgame, I'm not defensively. I always have little health. So I feel like I'm picking up way too many offensive cards, and there's a disconnect.
You need one less card.
End game. I need to pick up more defensive cards, but it's weird because first act you need to pick up. I know for a fact first act you need to pick up very high offensive cards. Second and third act, I don't know what kind of cards I need to take. So
try the second act picking up not an insane amount of defense, but like that's where you might want to fortify your defense.
Yeah. It's tough because it's like RNGesus based, and it's fucking rough, dude. Holy shit, this game is like on Ascension 20 it's hard, man.
I think it's crazy how like deep you got into this game. It went from me just seeing like a streamer and be like, I can do better than him, to you being like, fuck everyone. I need to like.
And I remember when you first started playing. You played for a good while, and there was a day you were like, it finally clicked. I realized I was not seeing things the way I should have been seeing it. And even like past, that was a long time ago from now. So
base game clicks. Base game is fucking
it's like Inception.
easy,
like it's a layer on a layer on a layer. And even though all these layers have clicked for him, there's still more layers.
What's funny is base game getting to killing the heart is still it's not 100% for me. I could still die.
Maybe when you get that 100%, then you can go for Ascension 20.
back to basics.
Wax on.
Yeah, but for PAX, I think I'm on the Slay the Spire grind, but maybe I'll play Dark Souls.
I just imagine like on the plane he beats it. The One Piece. The One Piece.
Yeah. And I picked up. We played it at Comic-Con early. The Cowabunga.
Oh yeah.
I picked up for Switch.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. The TMNT gives me back a lot of fond memories of my childhood because I used to have tournament fighters for the Nintendo, and I used to play tournament fighters for the Super Nintendo with my junior high friend. So like, and all the Turtles arcade game, Turtles in Time. I didn't really play Turtles in Time back in the day, but Turtle arcade game and the first Ninja Turtles, like it's just a lot of.
I watched the movie Turtles.
I mean,
in Time.
dude, for like $40 you get so many fucking games, dude. It's such a good deal.
Take a note, Naughty Dog.
And I mean, they're gonna lose their licenses for sure.
So like physical.
Physical.
I had a question back to Better Call Saul. I think I've asked it before. Have you met a character?
I haven't met him yet.
Okay.
I just found out how
far back you are.
Hector gets into his Breaking Bad situation, like how he becomes fucked up. That's as far as I got. So I'm probably going to see this character soon.
Yeah.
Also, he was mentioning that like season 3 was familiar to him, so he's seen all these seasons and he just says,
so no. It's yeah. I was telling so I did not watch season 3, but I would watch him be like, I would have this deja vu. I was like, damn, I think I saw this before, but I was predicting it, and so it just seems like I've seen this before. But then I'll see a scene like I've never seen this before. For sure, I've seen season 2.
Yeah. You're in a new territory, so season 4 now.
Season 4.
this is for sure.
And I'm gonna do reaction videos. I need to go back to the other ones, but I will do reaction videos for season 6.
You know what would be something that would be great if you did reaction videos for? One Piece.
The One Piece. That's
I wanted to do. I did one episode of, or maybe 2 episodes of Avatar, and I stopped.
Oh yeah.
It was cool. I was like, oh, it's cool. I mean, but I didn't get too deep into it.
Yeah, it gets better too. Yeah. Like you start getting into like the what's going on of it.
I think I'm just gonna watch Avatar. Like
Yeah.
it's just too many.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I'm excited for PAX. Work's killing me. I was on vacay mode since Monday.
Usually what's funny too is like right now we're in vacay mode. I've been in it too. But once November hits, everyone's taking long. Like people I need to get work done with, and I'm like, well, if they're gone, then I can't do anything. So I'm kicking my feet up, and like everyone, it's cascades effects. And I'm like, everyone's just shutting down for 2 months, like as much as they can. But yeah, it's crazy.
Peace out.
Cool.
I'm gonna try to get back into the swing of streaming. I need to sleep fucking well, dude, because that is just fucking me
Tonight?
out. I mean, I'll try.
Tonight is the night.
I've been getting no sleep, man. It's just really bad. It's bad.
No sleep.
You can tell. I'm tired.
Don't worry, you'll have a good bunk buddy.
In your Zoom meeting.
Snore. Splatfest? No, Snorefest.
Oh yeah.
That's Facebook Blue, by the way. That's a
Meta?
copyrighted
Is that
shirt
Meta?
right there, dude.
Meta?
That's a copyrighted shirt right there.
And you won some tournaments.
Oh, yeah. I didn't win the Street Fighter one. Shit.
Yeah, Chris.
If I had one more match, I think I would.
You didn't face Chris.
No.
Did you? Yeah, me.
Zangief. The Geef. I kept on falling for the full circle kick. Full circle kick with the 2 punches. The what is it called? Oh, yeah. But
Oh, he can take 2 hits or whatever before he flinches.
yeah, Tetris, which I don't know why. You should have just picked another partner. It's
okay.
unfair.
I wanted to. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna win, but I wanted to challenge myself.
Tetris and
Yeah, you're
Mario
back
Kart.
you're out of retirement.
Mario Kart. But yeah, Street Fighter. That was the one I thought I was gonna win, and I didn't think I was gonna win the other ones. So.
I should have played Laura against Chris. Because as soon as like I know with the way I as well as or as little as I know Zangief, if I'm against someone who knows how to use like a Guile, a Ryu, Ken,
Projectiles.
I can't do shit.
Yeah, Zangief is a uphill battle, but if he connects, it's devastating.
The amount it pisses off Unicorn
It
Rainbow
just-
Shrimp is
It seems weird that he because the grabs you can't block a grab. I mean, unless you
well, if you push, it depends. It's dependent on if they push a button and how close they are. Like,
yeah, it's those, but this isn't a regular grab.
Right.
That's the other thing. It's not like because that one you can get out of.
Yeah.
But this one is like you have to time it so your hit doesn't connects before.
So you can do like 2 like light jabs to cause them to
Just
flinch or whatever.
Keep me back.
unless he uses the
special ones.
yeah.
Well, the special one completely, or is it like
it's
an extra?
armor.
Yeah.
But there's still enough hits though, right? Like if I
It
fucking
eats one hit.
jab like fucking 6 times, eventually it'll.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Yeah, Tetris champ over here comes out of retirement, goes back to Seattle.
Lazy. I told him my secret.
And then Mario
So he knows
champ
how to
over
beat.
here, dude.
I don't know how to beat it though. It's just
Dude, Tetris lines is the way to go. Like T-spin, I'm just too slow to do.
for me.
T-spin.
It's like a drug. Like I mentioned, Tetrasitis.
Yeah.
Like that feeling. I used to want it. Like I'd be like, it's satisfying because in my head it would all just complete and like that would
Yeah.
hit endorphins and stuff. And I'm like, let me just
Man,
just complete the set,
I don't know if
complete
you've
the
ever
set, complete the set.
played it on Facebook. They had a Tetris game.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
nice.
just fucking up, and it was ranked. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Nah.
so-
I never did that.
It was
but
about Facebook farming, dude.
Farmville,
Yeah, Farmville. Right?
Mafia. Yeah, I didn't know. Super poking. That's what it was about. Yeah, tournaments.
Yeah,
That was
Mario Kart champion over here, dude.
Mhm.
first 2 races weren't. That last race was it the Donkey Kong one? Just Wario kept. Yeah, it was fun. Making the medals was cool. That was fun. Good times. Yeah, the size of the necklaces. I'll take note.
Last time you had, I don't know if you
Yeah,
did
you
it
had the
yourself.
Velcro.
Yeah, you had a Velcro one, and so we
Yeah.
can go around our neck.
Yeah. I literally got them like I was like shit. I need to have ordered
And
these
so you
before.
tied it.
No. The one I ordered from had it that way.
Oh, okay.
They had last time I got like 10 from Hobby Lobby or Michaels or something, and because they had it in stock and they had that version. This one I was like, shit, I don't have time, and I didn't see it at Michaels, so I went to Amazon and they just had 50, and thank God they had 50 because I couldn't pop them open. So I was using a box cutter and I was like, fuck. Shatter that one. Next one.
Oh, shit. You're like, so I came up with exactly 10.
And I was at FedEx reprinting. I'm like, that's not the right size. Print it again. That's not the right size.
It was good you didn't use Soul Calibur 2. It's just
Next time. Next time. We'll take you for a ride. Yeah, so did that. A lot of eating. Not much TV. I've just, man. There's this video I saw. Someone in the Magic community shared. He's like, this is me in Magic. And it shows a bowl of water, and he's trying to pour it into 2 cups. And he's aiming for this cup, which is Play Magic. And this cup is Making Decks. And he's trying to pour into the Play Magic, but it just all goes into Making Decks. I literally have, like...
is it where, like, it goes down the side of the bowl and so it falls in? Okay.
And I'm like, that is me 100%. I'm sitting here, and I'm like, I have played with this deck once.
You need to find a competitive person. That you, like, because then it'll put you on the mind of, like, I need to beat this person. And so you'd focus on playing the deck
I disagree.
more.
What you need to play more with other people.
The thing is, I have
not just one person.
Yeah. The thing, so that's where I'm gonna try to get at this thing. I'm like, sign up for all these.
You're gonna find enjoyment of building the deck more.
Well, there is a fun to it, but I want to I've not scratched that itch of like I'm in a scenario with strangers, and there's a nervousness with that because I'm like, I want to make sure I understand. Do I understand the rules? Am I gonna make an idiot of myself? Like if you're playing basketball, you're like, does he not know how to check?
But I'm just imagining you're gonna enjoy the beginning part of the match because you have to it's just the deck building. So then you're gonna be like, throw the game. All right, that gives me another chance to go and enter another tournament now.
Oh, to try now.
Throw the game.
No, I put money in these. I had to pay to enter these.
You're gonna come to us Sunday night. I've already done 30 games. Like fucking.
Hey, Vargas, can you spot me a 5?
Shit,
just one.
Fucking $500 motherfucker.
Yeah, so I made a deck, and I had a deck. It was originally pre-made, and then I was like, I don't like the direction. This pre-made isn't a focus. It's all scattered. I honed it, and I was like, and I kept honing it. And I'm like this thing is fucking lethal. Like, I have 30 ways to go infinite with it.
Damn.
And I'm like, and I understand. I didn't understand. I was like people keep telling me. Yeah. I'm going to take you for a ride. So I figured out what makes it go. Like, I started understanding the mechanics behind it. Because it was like, this commander lets you copy something you just played. Or something that was played this turn. So I have other cards that are like, copy a spell that was played this turn.
Is it blue?
It's blue, white, red.
Wow.
I'm blue and da-ba-dee-da.
I don't know. There's a term for it, but
America.
Blue, yeah.
Red, white, and blue.
Red, white,
and blue.
Blue, white, yeah.
God.
It's so good.
So when so let's say it's your turn and you play something. My guy is activated in his thing. I play the thing that lets me copy a spell. So I copy that, and then my guy copies the copy, and then the copy copies the copy, and then they just keep copying. And for every time a copy takes place, my guy gets stronger. So I infinitely get stronger. And then I have other cards that are just like, do damage to player X for however strong your creature is. Not even like attacking them, just like do damage to them.
You use the card
based
off their attack power.
Their toughness or power, yeah.
Damn.
It's like adding water to Mowgli.
Please tell me this is a deck you're taking.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been waiting to put, I didn't know what I wanted to put your Supreme name tag on. I put it on my deck box for this.
I'm gonna laugh when you play everyone and they just have
Bust
a way.
Everyone's like, oh shit.
Yeah, the jacket and the leopard, the snow leopard thing.
The black and white checkered.
80 degrees.
Fucking sweat.
The drip is real.
It's fucking actual fucking sweat drip.
So that's that one. And then literally yesterday.
Oh, no.
No. So I was getting one last piece that I was like, okay.
The one piece.
I needed to be like, I'm happy with the state. I'm not making any more tinkering with this deck. I'm like, it's where I want it to be. It's fine. And when I did that, I'm like, I just want to get the card for the commander I want my next deck to be. And then yesterday I was like, I want to make this. I just want to, let's go from 0. Let's make this deck.
Sir, you need a pack for PAX.
That's why I was up till late I'm ready. The deck is made. This one.
You're like, the deck is made. I still need to put my clothes in the stuff, but my deck is made.
So this one, I have to describe it. He doesn't even have to be playing. He just
being the commander.
Yeah, the commander. Because you have to cast your commander from a separate area, and then its abilities become activated, and like your theme goes. He literally just sits there. I just like, you stay there. I'm never gonna cast you. From there, every turn I gain 2 life.
Oh shit!
At the start of my turn, I gain 2 life.
Like life can go higher than what the like.
You can go to a bajillion.
Oh shit!
But I have everything in my deck. It does one of 2 things. It either hurts people every time I gain life. Or 3 things. Hurts people when I gain more life. Helps me gain more life. Or slows everyone down. Like, I have things where it's like everyone can only play one thing on their turn.
It's a blue deck.
It's a blue, black, white.
So if they have 16 lands and fucking 32 different creatures, only one thing.
I'll have things that will make it so only one creature can attack per turn. I have things where they can only play one thing from their hand. I have things that make it where anything that comes out of their hand doesn't come in playable. It has to come in tapped, and they have to wait a turn. And then I have things that remove things.
You're going to be hated.
Call that deck.
I found my theme. It's like I like playing the villain.
You're slipping, Jimmy.
Call that deck the Swamp.
The Swamp. Yeah. So, the funny thing was, it's a guy that it's a tired giant. He's just sitting in a giant recliner, and he's just like
Snorlax.
Yeah. But he reminds me of a One Piece bad guy.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I want to get sleeves that kind of go with that. And my brother, for my birthday, he got me custom sleeves, and it's the guy I just cosplayed as on sleeves.
Yeah, with the hook.
Yeah. And so he's like a sandstorm guy, and so the one that the infinite one.
So you come out to Darude.
Yeah. with the drip. So those 2 I'm like very interested to try out. And I have other decks that I've like now like made really strong. I'm like, I want to see how they do. I feel confident, but I'm like, I don't know.
If you ever make it pro, like you need to have an entrance.
Oh yeah.
I see why fucking
the One Piece.
Yeah, I'll have Hamlin as my intro thing. Like,
the One Piece is real.
Can it get much higher?
As he's fucking salt banging it and just.
And I'll do that chopper car. Yeah. So I've been I'm like, okay, don't look at any other commanders. Just don't. Like, just sit here. Because the other part of this, I'm doing these tournaments. These tournaments aren't with these decks. These are like me. I want to test my mettle like on informal. Like, hey, do you guys want to play a game? Let's do a fight. Let's just do a.
You know how you make it more efficient? Figure out how to be able to put all these cards into an Excel file. So without even physically looking at the cards, you can start building decks on Excel. Like just on the plane 2 packs. You might even have a third deck, dude. You might even have a third deck.
Deck Builder 101.
You might even have a third deck.
I have many decks.
But you don't know the cards you have, so you build that.
You mean my total collection?
Yeah, exactly. That way you can build off of your own total connections.
That takes some time. I'm not there yet. I did buy. I thought it arrived today. It's not like a refined organizer, but like I'm just using like the box you got me, the thing it came in. I have like 8 of those that I put all my bulk in. I want something where it's like these like things that come out like, and it's like cheap cardboard, like Amazon box material, but they just slide out like a comic long box.
Yeah.
But for cards. And I'm like, I want to have that so I can just be like, all right, I need land. Oh, and the other thing I've been doing, I know one direction I want to go with some of my decks is like foil, like make it all shiny.
Foil.
But the other thing I did is, while some older cards are very expensive, there are some that are super cheap. Like the lands are like dirt cheap. So I'm going for the old look on some. I'm like, I have like the lands that look like they came from the 1990s. And I put that in the.
But when you played a foil deck, you had to be in a foil suit, aluminum foil suit.
That's shiny. So, yeah, the tournaments. I'm gonna be in the preliminary qualifiers for whatever regional thing they have.
Do you have a tournament on Friday?
Yeah, I have 2.
What time?
6 and 8.
Dang, you barely gonna meet the mariachi.
Yeah. Well, I'll see how I do. I'm kind of like I've signed up for them, but I saw that I can cancel.
It's
so I'm
fine
like,
because all the events inside close at 6, so we're good.
Not the mariachi.
the mariachi's in our hotel.
Easy.
Modelo time.
Easy. Yeah. Now I'm confused. Is mariachi just general mariachi, or are we talking about like a specific person named mariachi?
No, it's
No, it's a mariachi
thing.
band. That
Okay, so
plays
general mariachi. Got it.
video
not-
game.
Oh,
Video game.
It's Friday,
8-bit
right?
music.
Yeah. 8 to 10.
Yeah.
And
So
then Saturday?
8:30. I'll make it.
Friday night.
Saturday, Sean Wasabi.
It's Friday night.
So, Friday night concert, mariachi entertainment system, mess,
Yes.
Mess.
and Triforce Quartet.
Woo!
How would you describe the motion of a stringed instrument or the sound of a twang? Doot doot and a strum strum. They aren't banjo players.
Buster, please, just give it to me. Do 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 do. Or something wrong with
This is the weirdest.
little loose.
It's Friday night.
So that's yeah. We'll get into it in the topic, but that's
Saturday, 2.
Oh yeah, my tournament.
Zed.
And what time?
Let's go over it.
Because you need to see Sean Wasabi.
When is Sean Wasabi?
Sunday, no?
Saturday.
What
It's
time?
Saturday.
8. It's like 8 to 10. Same.
All the same times. So are those like the last things we're doing at the end of the day?
So
we
Friday
can go
we
to
have
that.
we have a Splatoon thing, and then the 2 tournaments are from 6 potentially to 8, but that's if I make it far.
Yeah.
And then the other one's
No,
8 to
no
10.
dinner, dude. Shit.
I'm on the magic.
I'm eating food.
Yeah, I'm eating food. Saturday, same 2 times.
Okay. So what about Sunday?
Damn. So 6 and 8 both every day. So
Oh
after
no, there's 3 on Saturday. Those
Damn.
two on and the night are just the new set. I like trying it, drafting it and stuff. There's 2 regional preliminaries. One is on Saturday at 11.
so you're doing something in the morning.
And then Sunday at 11 as well. Those are the two.
So you're doing 3 Saturday and Sunday.
3 Saturday and only 1 Sunday.
Oh.
I had 2 that I signed up for, but I realized that they conflicted. So
Oh.
I emailed them to cancel the second one. So I'm doing
What's
1 Sunday,
Sunday, what time?
11.
Oh, okay.
So that whole day, I'm not like, I feel like I've filled it up with enough magic. I'm like, I need to make.
Dude, I feel like at the end of the day, you're like, fuck, I should have done more magic.
I might. I mean, they're open. I might just go back and be like, anyone want a game?
money match?
Put some cards on the line.
Want to play for 5?
They should do that, dude. Just like I could take whatever card. Oh, that'd be so crazy.
Oh yeah, like.
I think it'd be more acceptable if people were like, I'll play with this card, like this card on the line.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, but those all like the entry and the cards you pull all are yours. So like the entry gets you whatever you grab from that tournament.
So you're gonna have a whole nother fucking deck.
I would play draft if I were to choose, but
You wanna
it's
go?
just no. I
You
don't
wanna
know. No.
Would you say with like not actually doing it, but the amount of cards you have, you probably like make 3 decks with it because you're gonna get what like
Well, it depends on like
32 packs, I think.
I'll get a lot. Yeah, because each one of those is a 6-pack thing, and each pack is like 12 to 15 cards.
But it's not gonna be the rare one. That one everyone wants
No.
to join
So
because
that
that's
one-
165. You said I think it was.
I'm the 2 prelims, the championship are that one, and it's not the reason it's not. It's more. I thought it was more of entry, but for the same like a 3-pack entry. This is you get 6 packs for that one. So I was like, played it out. I'm like, okay, you get your money's worth. So I entered both of them, and apparently you could just buy entry into the championship one. But I was like, nah, I don't feel.
Nah, I gotta enter my way in there.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's my test. That's my. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
Test your mind.
And then the other reason the other place I get cards. This is more like you get promos, but I got something where it's like the weekend package, and that got me credit that I could use towards these events. And when I got that package, they're like, you're gonna get special like cards, versions of cards that are common in all of the sets, but just like alt arts or.
But they're special, like
they're con exclusive stuff.
right. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like you can only get it at PAX.
Yeah.
Or like probably different
An
PAX,
event
but
like this,
PAX,
yeah. Yeah. We'll talk more about it, but yeah, that's the Magic stuff.
And then eventually you're gonna be like a deck that's all like convention exclusive. No. Shinji, get in the job.
I was at the store near my work. They have like of any store in this area, they have like the stuff that I would see like Post Malone and those guys like shelling out for. I asked them like, they don't put prices. They're like, this is everything that's in glass is expensive. I was like, just okay. I was waiting for a card. I was like, how much are those? He's like, what's on the low end? What's on the high end? He's like, they range from $200 minimum for one, and these are all lands. These are all just land cards that are like
Jesus fucking Christ.
Old and they're super powerful. And the highest was like 2,000.
It's crazy. Collectible things are just fucking nuts.
It blew my mind.
And people play these.
People just like, all right, put them in safes.
They start going.
I'll buy that card for 2,000.
Yeah.
Just fucking start.
Sorry, I was falling asleep.
Imagine it was a card.
Yeah, it's funny. What I've seen some people do is they'll put a proxy of that card in the deck, and then when it's time to play that card, because the proxies aren't really allowed in competition, when they actually play that card, then they pull out the real card, and it's like in this fancy case, and they put that on the table.
Has anyone ever played with the
large
all graded?
The slabs? No. I've seen people play with like little like hard cases that like they have to pop it out of. I'm like, what? How does that work? Anyway. All right, you guys want to get topics?
Let's do it. So my topic, since my closet just fell apart and a lot of things got damaged, a lot of things that I cherished and wanted to keep for a while, if not forever, got damaged. So my question was, has there ever been things you guys have lost? Both like you just lost it, someone stole it, you left it somewhere, it broke somehow on accident. Have you guys lost anything?
Yes.
You're like a Magic deck.
No. Oh no. Oh fuck. You just reminded me of it was the first time I got competitive with Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
I went to a Wizards of the Coast tournament. We went out of town, not for it, but we lived in Oklahoma and we went to Dallas, I think.
Sheesh.
Which was from where we were in Oklahoma. It's like a 3-4 hour drive. So it was like we were there for the weekend. But the mall, I was always like, mall. This is where like there's all these cool things. I'm not used to that when I was a kid. And they had this store. I'm like, they're doing a tournament. I brought my deck. I heard that was gonna happen. Can I go? And they're like, yeah, you can go. And it was like a best of 3, like and I won my first match. I was like, oh shit. I'm playing adults. I was like a 12-year-old. Like Charizard. It was, and if I had these cards, even regardless of the competitive side, these cards are valuable now. I'm like, yeah. And it hurts more what I'm about to show. So I played. I lost one of the other ones, but the guy was like, "You did good." I was like, "I've never played in a grown man before, or a teenager, whatever." And so I was really proud of this deck that I put together from scratch. I wasn't like follow this guide. Right. So then I was at my friend's house in the neighborhood, and we left our decks upstairs. He had like 5 siblings.
Oh no.
Yeah. And we went down.
Oh no.
And we came back up, and we see his toddler brother had just like ripped and drooled and licked everything. No. And I was like, it didn't hit me until way later, like what had happened. But I was very upset.
Damn.
I was very upset. Kind of just like, I had like. It was Dark It's not like the original Charizard, but Dark Charizard is the Team Rocket one, and that one was also one of the really. I had like 4 of them. I don't know what condition they were in.
In that deck?
Yeah.
Damn, you're over here like Charizard.
Well, because in those formats, it was always like
the grown guy. Like, what the fuck?
That's why he's like, you were good, man. Just fucking Charizard.
Fucking kid got Charizard.
No, but like in that format, even in other card games, they're always like you can have up to 4 of a kind of card, and so whatever your strategy is, you want 4 of whatever. That's the only way to be like consistent. So, yeah, that was like one of the hardest hitting ones. I was like, no,
it's crazy. Jane, what about you?
Well, I was talking about Tournament Fighters for the Nintendo. That is like goes from like $200 to $400, but every single one of my Nintendo games, my Nintendo, Super Nintendo games, sold by my parents during some garage sale in like a Chrono Trigger, worth
Jesus.
Well, now.
Yeah.
I actually have the manual for that Chrono Trigger,
Still.
but the cover's missing. But it's just like, fuck, dude. The tournament, all those games. And I guess toys, too. I recently bought a Ninja Turtles The Samurai Leo because I had that as a kid, and they're remaking it. I was like, oh, shit, nostalgia. So I bought it. I want to pick up a Slash, because I had a Slash, too. And they're remaking that. But all my games. That's good, my boy. Not my games. What game? They're worse. They would have been worse. I mean, even they didn't have the boxes, obviously, but
Still, just cartridges alone. Chrono Trigger? Damn.
So for me, I might have said this already, like this story, either to different people individually or maybe even on the podcast. But for me, growing up, my biggest system was the Sega Genesis. Because I didn't like, I got an N64, and right after that, Sega Genesis. I didn't get a PlayStation, and so for me, Sega Genesis was like the one that replaced.
I had that.
Yeah, I had this, so they're remaking it, so I'm buying. I pre-ordered it.
So for me, yeah, Sega Genesis was like the main system growing up with. Like that was like my PlayStation essentially, and I enjoyed the shit of it. Like I feel like every game I owned was like one of my top favorite games, and then. Since we were privileged, when we went to Mexico, my dad's like, bring the system. That way you guys can play. You can play with your cousins and whatever. So I'm like, all right, like as a kid, you're just like, yeah, like you can play with that with other people, yeah. And then when we were there, my dad's like, you can always have a system whenever you want. They have trouble. Like you should probably keep your system there. And I was thinking like, you know what? You're right. Like I should, I should give them this like this gift that like I cherish so much. And they'll enjoy it. Motherfucker sold that shit and bought a PlayStation, and like the shittiest games you could think of. And when I go back like later that year, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, yeah, we sold your Genesis and we got this PlayStation. They were super excited. And I'm like, it's cool you're excited, but that shit was that was for me, man. And like I don't feel like I gave it to them. I feel like I lent it to them. So then when I come back and they're over here like, yeah, we got rid of your shit. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Damn. Like all the games, everything. And I feel like they were probably going to GameStop and they were just like, yeah, it's $50. Like, dude, that's just like $200 worth of games, man.
Yeah.
But
that's rough.
I was devastated. And then just recently, I didn't lose anything too crazy. A lot of the comics I lost were free comic books because I didn't have them like nicely anywhere. I just kind of like stacked them there. I didn't realize I have a shit ton of free comic books. I should probably look into them. Some might be worth a lot, but well, not the ones that ripped. But I've always cherished this Pokemon playmat. It's like a limited edition. It's got like
Pokemon
foil
Stadium?
on it. Yeah, Pokemon Stadium playmat. And it's got like it's like foil. It's a big playmat like this size, like a regular like food mat, and it's foiled. It says limited on it, like a limited edition. It tells you it's a number out of like the max number, and I've had that in pristine condition this whole time. I even put it in like this cardboard, like this thin cardboard mailing thing to protect it more. But it was too big. It was too long for it to fit completely in there. So the part that was sticking out is what like got torn. It got crunched up and ripped, and I'm like, fuck. I'd literally been like just keeping this shit pristine for the last like 20 plus years.
Damn.
And I come home to this shit just completely torn up, dude. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there isn't too much value in it. I'm pretty sure if I Google it right now, it'll be like, yeah, you can buy one for $50 or something. I mean, like it's still a lot, but not what I would think of.
Insane.
Yeah. And I don't know. It sucks to arrive home and see things that are just damaged.
It's like deflating.
That. Yeah.
I had one other thing happen that I've held on to.
Oh no.
And it always makes me sad when I think about it. And it's my first experience with fries as well.
Fuck fries.
Not directly, but so as a kid I I had my N64, and that was like my console for the longest time, and Game Boy, like those two. And then I went into PC gaming a bit more, but not anything real big. It was always like parents' computer. And I think one summer I was like, I just was like, I was in this phase where I was reading every game magazine, and I heard about LAN parties. I heard people building PCs. That just the whole culture of PC gaming, just all like I was me as a young kid, just absorbing it all in these PC Gamer, EGM, all the other magazines. And I was like, I want to build a computer if I can, one day. That's my dream. And my uncle in law works at like I think Intel at the time. So he's all computer savvy. He's always telling. He's the one that's like, let me show you how this works. Let me show you how that works. Like you know USB. Like I'm 12. I'm like I'm barely new. And this was then too. So like, back then I don't like it was like Pentium 4 was the hot shit.
I know.
And I was over there one summer visiting family, and I usually visit for the whole summer. And I had somehow. I kept talking like, man, one day I want to do that. One day I want to do it. And I think he was helping me at the time. He was cool at the time. And he was like, let me talk to your folks. So he talks to my folks, and kind of like, my folks are like reluctant, like, he doesn't, why is he getting a computer for? This is just for work. And so
not games.
Yeah. So they came to a thing, and they came to me and they're like, okay, if you learn whatever he teaches you over the course of this summer about computers, like hardware, software, whatever he has, he'll develop a curriculum. Like it was like loosely put, but like, what is USB? What is hard drive? What is RAM? What does it take to build a computer and actually know what it is versus just like build this for me? And then he's like, you'll have to take a test at the end of the summer, and if you pass, then we'll allow you within a certain budget to be able to go and build a computer. And the first time I saw Fry's was in where they lived in Oregon. And I was
what was the theme?
Huh?
What was the theme?
Of the
store. Each store has a theme.
Oh, I don't remember. All I remember was just parts everywhere. It was like Home Depot, but for computers. So I don't remember what the theme was. But it was just outside of... It wasn't in Portland, but there was a small town called Beaverton. It was like the suburban area next to it.
That's where Nike's at.
Yeah, yeah. He had friends over there that worked at Nike. And so that when he took me there, I was like, like, I thought Best Buy was good. And I was like, this place is amazing. So all summer, I was just like, study. Like, reading, like, all these things he prepared, all these sheets and PDFs. He tests me. I pass. And he's like, we're doing it. So we built the computer. And he's like, you're building it. Like, I'm going to help you with, like, some of the parts that I'm like, I didn't test you on. Which is, like, like not operating system stuff, but, like, you need to set up, like parentals things or whatever. He was testing me on like you're gonna have to set up the BIOS. You're gonna have to set up connect everything the way you need to connect it, and then turn it on and pray it works. You don't fuck it up. And we got it working, and it was. This was like my first car. Like that whole thing was like, this is my baby. And like he's like, let's overclock this bad boy. Like did all that. It was like,
I think it's Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
Beaverton.
It was a blur to me. Because I was just like walking.
Yeah, you were focused on just the
parts. I was like, I know what I'm getting. So
refurbished process.
I made one mistake though. When I wanted a custom case, I thought about the side being clear, but I was like, a door would be cool on the computer. My parents were like, that came with a key, huh? Give us the key. I was like, fuck.
Oh.
They like lock my computer like. Kid, I was like, I'm an idiot. So anyway, flash forward years. I'm not even using it anymore. It's like been almost a decade, but I've kept it. It was always had. I came back home one day. I was like, where is it? I was just like looking through stuff. I was like, wait, it's normally here. Where is it? And my mom was like, I tossed that thing out. And I was just like, it was heartbreak.
Yeah.
And
it's like your first car, dude. Like.
And I didn't know how to respond. I was like, what? Why?
Dang.
Were you angry at me? Like, I thought it was like.
Are you mad?
That hit me hard.
Yeah, man. It's crazy that when you're talking about that, I'm like, dude, I learned like PCs on my own. Like my dad bought like one of those first like HP like printer like fully built PCs already. and it was shit. It was like, you know, fucking one megabyte of memory and shit and all that stuff. And slowly, like, it allowed me to connect to the internet, fucking 10-year dial-up, and I would just start reading up like all these things. You slowly figure out what a USB is. Like you buy something, it's like, yeah, it connects USB, so you're like, plug it into this thing.
I didn't know as much about the hardware side. I always knew like how do you like direct like when I wanted to do mods in games, or install them. So I was learning about like go to these folders, learn about this drive. Adjust this, edit this.
Shit, MS-DOS. Command dir /
Yeah, exactly. And like I was getting more privy into that, but I had no idea about how the inner workings of it were.
WinRAR, WinRAR.
Still free version to this day.
It'll still be like, do you want to buy? No, fuck no.
So that was one of mine.
Dang. Well, that's my topic. Unless you guys have another one.
No,
I mean,
What's yours?
2 things. Portable gaming machines, Game Boy I traded for a PC game. Like, I don't know why.
A PC game?
Yeah, and it was the PC game was Alone
like
in the Dark. One of the I'm like, why did I do this? And that's the thing I regret because I don't know. I guess I wasn't happy with the Game Boy for some strange reason.
Yeah, you probably you thought something newer would do you and wasn't really worth the trade.
Game Boy Advance SP, I had it. And I traded it for something like games probably. But that was a good system. Game Boy Advance was a good system.
It happens, man.
Yeah.
But that was my own fault.
It happens.
It hurts when it's your own. You're like, why did I do that?
Like as a kid, you don't realize what you have. And then as you get older, you're like, fuck, dude. I got rid of that. It's like when I had, you know, freaking 50 stocks of GameStop sold in. I bought them for like $4. Like the lowest it's ever been is what I bought it at. And then when they shot up to like $9, this was still like 2 years before the thing. I was like, this shit's never gone higher than this. I'm like, fucking sell. I mean,
we don't give financial advice here, but I did say to buy GameStop stock because of the Big Short guy. But then it got big not because of what he thought. It was just a random
fucking memeing, dude. Crazy. That's my topic.
Cool. Let's go to the next topic.
Can we get much higher?
Disney wants to get into the card game industry.
Wants to get nasty.
They want to get nasty. There was a recent article that Disney wants to get into the card game industry to go up against Magic and Pokemon by 2023.
That's crazy.
The first sets are expected in the latter half of 2023. They've done various board games, but they're all like specific board games and stuff. But yeah, anyway, I was just like, Disney is a force to be reckoned with, whatever they want to get into, even if they don't follow through on them.
Like Skylanders, yeah.
Like Marvel's Avengers video game. Like, you remember that one?
Yeah.
The MMO. Or not MMO, but it was like...
Didn't Disney do like their Skylander version too?
Yeah, the toy one.
Yeah.
Because there was like it went for a while, but it died off.
It died off super fast.
Yeah. So they want to get into the card game, but I was curious what you guys think. Like, what do you think that it is possible? Do you think... What do they need to do to do it successfully?
I have a couple thoughts.
Take it away.
So I think it's possible. I think it is very likely for them to like make a card game that could compete with. I would put it up with the likes of Pokemon, but not Magic. I feel like maybe because you talk about Magic so much, I feel like just Magic is it's its own level. Like, and I don't think Disney with their like the way that they are, like they're like a kids thing, would be able to get it at that level. It'll be more like Pokemon because it's more of a kids thing. Obviously, adults get into it, but like Magic has just like, I think because it's considered like a more like less of a kids game because it's like it's very graphic cards, very like like I'd say the way they describe things a little more like.
Man, it's convoluted sometimes.
Yeah,
but I would to help discern that the way I've understood it from having known Pokemon, following on what it's been like still to this day, what Magic is and Yu-Gi-Oh is, those are like the three pillars of card games that have been around that are still active
to this day.
Pokemon has a playable space. It's just very it hasn't changed much.
Right.
It's been very much the same thing as what it's been, and just kind of stayed at that, and it has a following. The biggest part of it is its collectability and the value in people like the Logan Pauls, like all the unboxings that happened like at the peak of some, like, was it last summer or the summer before? Like in COVID, people were just like doing massive unboxings.
And
the collectability. So then Yu-Gi-Oh! I think has changed. I don't know Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, but they are more of the playability side. But but Magic has been the playability, but they have many formats and they're all supported really well. So it's more on that side. There is a collectability side, but it's not as heavy on that. So it's much more on the play. So I don't know if that helps kind of.
Well, that leads, like, when you were talking about the collectability, the next thing is, like, Disney, obviously anything with the Disney name, like a huge high percentage chance of it becoming a collectible item, or like something that people will cherish and be like, this is worth more than retail value now. And I think that aspect will be like for sure guaranteed, which is making me really think like I should like sneak in a couple decks, save a couple cards here and there and find out like, what happens with this. But yeah, dude, I think, and they're going to be really good on like exclusivity. There'll be things where it's like, hey, if you go to this event, like we'll have these special cards you can't get anywhere else ever again. Because they do that shit with pins, and pins is crazy with them. So it's going to get crazy. Like they have pins that are exclusive only to cast members, to employees. And no one else can ever get them. Obviously, they're circulated because cast members will be like, they don't pay me enough, fucking sell this shit, But so cards will be the same way. They'll probably have just like joke cards that they're just like, hey, it's a promotion, give one to every employee, and those cards are probably going to be like thousands of dollars at some point. So I think collectability for this shit, very high.
What the? I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
I think if there's anything Disney knows is how to make collectibles. That pin industry, 100%. Exhibit A. Even with their films and stuff, it's like they vault them. And it's like, oh, that makes it more highly sought after versions of them and all that. She's like reverse loaf. But I think one of the big. So I was reading a little bit more. So it's called Disney Lorcana, the trading card game.
Arcana?
Yeah, Yensid.
Yanni.
I think the part that has potential, but it needs backing. Like they need to put resources, people that know card games, people to build a something out of it. To really, and that could be a big thing. Like people, like they could have hubs in downtown, like Disneyland's, where it's like this is where you go for the card game stuff. This is where you go where you do tournaments. This is where you go where you trade. This is the new sets out. Like,
I don't know why this just like fell into my head right now. I just realized like card decks have like something else that makes them. So like Pokemon, it's a Pokemon movie, Pokemon game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously the games came after Yu-Gi-Oh! Became huge, but they had the anime.
Manga.
Yeah, a manga and anime. And fucking Magic the Gathering doesn't have any of this shit. Like obviously they do now, but like it was just a card game.
It was a card game with a lore behind everything.
Yeah.
Like all these characters were part of this.
Right.
I don't know that lore.
They didn't have like. And then I'm assuming they didn't have books before, but now like as they got huge, they're like, hey, we need to fill out this lore. Let's make a fucking book out of like this creature and these creatures. And
they're like staple
society.
Characters and races that they're like, this set is about this group
so they
coming
went
back.
Crazy with the lore for it to get this fucking huge. Holy
shit! I don't know enough. I was watching a video today, like what are the different formats of play and why, and they were explaining it, and then that helped me understand sets better because they're like, this set is about the Phyrexian race, and I'm like, the who?
Bro, getting into the lore, I'd be like, I want this guy as my commander.
The Lorax.
He's so fucking badass.
Yeah, like, and then there's things that are like the thing that's crazy now, and this is where I'm sure I was reading the Magic subreddit talking about it just because I was like, oh, I want to see what some thoughts are, the initial thoughts, and some guy was like, no wonder. I'm sure Magic was interested in making a Disney crossover set because they're doing a Warhammer one. They've done a D&D one. They're going to do Lord of the Rings. They're going to do Doctor Who. They've done property stuff.
Yeah.
And they do special one-offs with like Fortnite, Fortnite, Street Fighter,
Monster Hunter.
League of
Godzilla?
Legends. They did an arcane set
shit.
of cards as well.
For the show.
But as an extension of
Yeah.
League of Legends. And so I'm sure they had their eye on working with them, and Disney probably held out because they were like, we
You're
want
like,
to do
hey,
our own.
give us some more time, and then all of a sudden we're coming with our own deck.
And I don't know. I think the only concern I have is if it doesn't, because I remember growing up, I was always like, I just stuck with Pokemon and I went hard on it. And my brother liked Pokemon, but he was like, I want to try the Star Wars one. I want to try the Yu-Gi-Oh one.
Yeah.
I want to try the Transformers one. I want to try the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. And those were like at least then, this was another time, but like they were like, we made one, and then nothing else came after, right? Like they didn't support it long term. And I think we're in today's world, I think it's being seen as like a space where they like, if we do it right, we can make a ton of money. If we keep going and have artists, have things going. The other part that I think would be cool. Well, I'll save it. I don't want to take up the whole thing. Jang, what do you think?
Disney cards.
I saw who was making it, and they're listing like all the others. He has a board game design. The guy who made it, and I was like, I know nothing about these board games, so I don't know if it's gonna be.
You're talking about the publisher?
The guy who's designing the gameplay.
One of the co-designers is a vet from Wizards of the Coast. He helped design the gameplay of this.
That's probably the board game guy.
But yeah, so
I don't. Collectible wise, they have the properties like Disney, Marvel, Big
Star
Stretch.
Wars, Big Stretch.
Her name's Skywalker, but gameplay wise, I think Magic does it the best. The reason why is because I feel like Magic, it may not be the most balanced. No, it's the most balanced. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh's not really balanced well. Pokemon is not balanced well. There's all these rules. But Magic, I mean, they do ban cards, but I feel like it's the most balanced. It's very, very well balanced, I think. So
I
don't
think
know.
this is also going to
Depends.
cater towards younger audiences.
yeah.
Pokemon.
And so the gameplay won't be
Be-
as meaty or like
Pokemon.
complex. Yeah, Pokemon.
It's just got to be balanced, I think, and fun.
Yeah,
You know, I'm a Libra, pretty balanced myself.
that's a joke. No, that's not balanced.
Um,
Wait, are they?
What?
Are Libras balanced? Oh wait, no, Libra.
Libra's the balancing.
Yeah,
thing,
you're
which
right.
is why
Okay.
I'm like referring to. Anyways,
Horoscope jokes.
I think a card game doesn't necessarily I wouldn't say can always succeed with one thing, but like Disney has two things going for it. It's got they're really good at their things turning into collectible things, and obviously they have their name behind it, which is like it's fucking Disney. So I don't think, honestly, as long as they have playable rules, the game it'll do fine. Like it probably won't obviously be at the level. Again, I was saying, it's not gonna be at the level of Magic, but as long as they do fucking cool designs, cool like reverse foil,
I already
inside
know what they're
out,
gonna do.
backwards foil.
I think they'll do like
Fucking-
hollow. They'll also. I think there's gonna be like. It'd be cool if they did this, like OG, like the sketches they do of like Mickey.
Yes.
and-
Steamboat
and,
Willie.
Like of all like
Yes.
cards that are just the sketches.
Yeah, just the raw sketch, like not even like fully like penciled out.
That'd be
Yes. Yes, like what they sell like at comic book, the sketched fucking for $2 bajillion and shit. It's just insane.
Someone, I saved a bookmark because people were like trying to think of like what's going to be the shorthand of everyone talking about this stuff.
The Disney thing?
They're like 5-color Inside Out Emotions deck, Coco Reanimator deck, Little Mermaid Tribal deck.
Dude, yeah, collectability wise, dude, if they make a set of like every show, every movie, like that alone, dude.
But just imagine like some guy that's like a pro Disney card game player. He's like, I'm here with my Little Mermaid deck. Lord Trident combos into Ursula, combos into Flounder. Fucking pop off.
I just imagine like their mana cards.
Sid card. I don't want to play with you anymore. Just win.
They have like a card called Thingamabob. Fucking Thingamabob damages for two vigor.
I mean, if it could be really sick or it could be really sucky.
Yeah.
It could be really sick though.
I don't think it's gonna be sick. Like it's just Disney. It's not in Disney. Like they can't do like really cool things because it's too adultish.
They've done.
What?
What do you mean what?
What's
Like,
something cool that they've done?
the Pixar movie?
Childish.
the shorts before the Pixar movie?
Childish.
Have you seen those?
Childish.
Up. They just takes you away.
Yeah,
Balloons. Balloons.
Want to end your whole career. The beginning of Up. Tapped. Take 8 crying, dude.
Shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they can't get nitty gritty with these
They
things,
don't
which I
have
feel
to.
like makes it really cool. If not, it's just like
That's why I think they have to. I don't want it to be a. You're right. It won't be the same, but I feel like if it's too much the same, then why am I doing it? Like,
yeah.
I understand it's like a different flavor of the same, but I want them to do something. It's like when you see a battle royale. You want a battle royale, but you want it to be a little different. You want it to be like their version, like an Apex versus a Fortnite. I hope, at least with the gameplay of whatever this might be, it is similar, but it is their own. Like they don't copy. Like,
If they Fortnite this shit, dude, it'd blow my mind.
what do you mean Fortnite?
Like if
take
they
off?
become as big, yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like if they're like, yeah, we're making a thing, and then they do like somehow make a free for all deck, like this, it's now a fighting game, you know, like
Battle
holy
Pass.
shit, you know, like fuck.
Well, that's the other part I was gonna say is I think what would really help, in addition to like various forms of exclusivity, like if you're a Disneyland member at this tier, you get an exclusive card. You're at this tier, you get this version of that card. You watch our movies on Disney Plus, you get this. You do that, you get this. You're a staff member, you get this.
My mom still works at Disney. She needs to not quit for the next 2 years.
The other thing that I think they should do, and we were talking about it with the online Magic,
Yeah.
it's separate. Online Magic and physical Magic, it's not like you own it. It's separate properties. I feel like they should make it where if you own this, you have a copy of the digital one.
I
NFTs? What?
And that's where I think this is going to go more in the like. It's them subtly getting into the NFT space. Like just having a card game is just their ecosystem to be like, you have to use your Disney account, and then you have to watch our shows, and then you have our.
I want to say it was Pokemon, but there's a game that went digital, and you could scan like physical copies into the game.
Animal Crossing did that.
Yeah, I know Pokemon on the card game. Every pack comes with a code for what's in the pack, and you just. But the online version is not. I don't think it's good
not
supported.
huge, yeah.
Well, it's like glitchy. It's like the
because I've seen like TikTokers where they're like, here you go. They like show that fucking scan card and like whoever wants it,
and
then they just start showing that
3
shit,
in the
yeah.
back.
Yeah. And they're like, you want me to cut it? You want me to cut the deck right now?
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. One of the days over the weekend, my brother and he was in town, and I was like, I gotta take you to a card shop because OTK has recently gotten really into Magic.
What the fuck?
Like I forget. There's the guy in the group who's the black guy.
Oh yeah,
I forget his name.
Nimpo?
Yeah. Him. Sire?
NMP lol.
Yeah, NMP lol. That's what my brother. Sire and some other guy. We're all going. They were just IRL streaming in a Magic store, and I'm like, I feel exposed. This is me. This is what I do. He literally had 5 boxes of sleeves, a binder, a dice, and like. And at the end, they just went to the back where there's the tables. This is kind of related. It's kind of tangent. And they just got a box of boosters. 36 boosters in this box. It was like $100. So I was like, my brother, when he came to town, he's like, I want to see the stores you go to. So we went to one. And he's like, how much is that box? He's like, all right.
I'll buy it.
He's like, your gift hasn't arrived yet. Let's go home and pop it, split it. I was like, okay. So we just sat at home like...
So you guys like randomized like you get this half.
Yeah,
I get this
there was
half?
like 20, 30 packs. 30 packs are there.
So
So 36
15.
packs in there.
Okay.
So 18 each.
Yeah, 18
and we
each.
just sat there. We just like opening. If Disney can replicate that experience, Got done.
But you have to have the
Give it 5 years after launch.
They can do it for collectabilities, but like when it's collectibles, you're not going to be next to a friend being like, you know, like you're going to be on your own being like, I got $1,000 card.
That's when the pros, that's when they're like, dude, check it. Like Logan Paul comes over here and he had that like
fucking chain, you know. Fuck, I was going to say Charizard, but like what's a Disney version of Charizard? Tigger.
Maleficent.
Like, Maleficent. In dragon form. Like,
Pooh.
You know?
Oh, I got a hollow Pooh. 100 Acre Woods deck.
The remade version, that scary horror remake that they're doing right now.
Yeah, that.
The grittiest thing they're gonna do, right? As of right now, that I can think of, there might be something else that I can't think of, but is like better animated version of Lightyear.
Okay.
Because I'm sure I haven't seen the movie, but I'm sure there's a part where like, you know, he's like at his lowest point, he might die, and they'll show that fucking picture.
Yeah,
that'll be like their grittiest fucking looking card.
So his name is Ravensburger Werner.
Damn.
He says our art director was one of those who works on like the paint shipping, the foil treatment of cards.
Ooh.
He says holographic with an ink spill or a star. He kicked me out of his office the other day. I'm kidding, but I could just sit there for hours looking at these things. He's like, I'd say as a person who collects Pokemon cards, especially shiny evolutions was another thing. I think our Disney collectors will feel similarly to like the way Pokemon collection will go.
You know what, dude? I have a feeling they're gonna make cards look bubbly. Like instead of like sharp corners, everything's gonna be super rounded.
We don't take this. This is a multi-year series of releases. Something that Disney has never really allowed any collaborator in their area to do. So the trust that this publisher has built with Disney is strategic, commercial, and they're letting us to take
strategic.
Told us that its goal is to create the most welcoming trading card game around. So how will that game compare to its closest and most notoriously cutthroat rivals? And he says Magic, I would say, has a very high competition level. People love that about Magic. We have pulled back from it. I wouldn't say that we're cooperative in any sense. It's definitely a strategy card game. But I would say that we've pulled back the confrontation level because we feel that that will appeal to a lot more folks. So if you think of chess as the highest confrontation level you can get, we're a bunch of notches behind that because we want the people to have fun.
They're playing checkers. Well, Magic is playing chess
with these with these characters that they love so much. So fans will get a first look at the cards themselves September 9th at D23 Expo.
Oh, shit. I need to go. I need to go right now.
As long as they have the C-3PO.
Oh, wait, that's next year.
Dildo.
No, this.
As long as they have. As long as this is in
D23 September 9th.
That's next week.
Yeah.
Fuck. We're going.
Yeah.
The DLC.
Damn.
I'm bringing my deck.
Damn.
I got to make a new deck just for this. Bear tribal deck. Pooh.
Shit.
Furry deck.
But yeah, I mean, I might collect some, like just to in hopes that like, you know, I can get a investment wise.
Just don't put it in your closet.
Yeah, it's too soon.
Oh, I want you protected.
It's too soon.
Put it in the vault. Put it in the be like
Disney.
You're in the vault.
That also happened here too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
my shelf.
Shelves is falling.
Yours is next.
Yeah, yours is next.
This is Supreme stuff.
I told you that. I haven't told you, but my shelf fell.
When?
One of my shelves. There, you can't see it. Not the ones behind me, but the ones
You should
on the right.
have told me.
But,
I could have stopped mine.
But it's because like I kept on putting games on top, and if you don't realize, one game is light. A shit ton of them is fucking heavy as fucking. Yeah, it fell. I was sleeping. I was like, what the fuck?
The One Piece.
The One Piece is real. I think it woke up the whole house too. Shit. No, I was like, shit. I just like.
Your friend was like, my fingers.
You're like, that's an issue for tomorrow.
But I don't think anything broke. But
okay, that's good.
Hopefully.
So I like the corner that I had there. I reinforced that corner to like hold a lot more weight because I had like one of the heaviest boxes I had, which was like all cards, all like magazines and stuff. That, which is funny, it's all fucking paper. Was the heaviest fucking box out of the one that I have games in and everything. I have a box with just like PS2 games, and that was not as heavy as that one. And yeah, that shit fell straight down, luckily, but all the other shit like fucking just flung out. I don't know why.
Damn.
It looks like someone just ripped that shit out.
That shit scared the fuck. Woke up in my bed.
I don't know. No one. That shelf had to make so much noise, and no one heard anything apparently in my house.
That's why something fishy.
Something fishy.
There was one last thing I was gonna say.
Magic Gathering cards,
September.
foil.
No,
reverse.
so right now, like the One Piece card game is about to come out.
Oh shit! Not huge.
It's
real.
The thing. It's real. And every store I've called about, like they're supposed to have like an intro thing in America.
Yeah.
For like you come and test it out, and we'll give you a free. Every store that I've reached out, they're far. They're like in random spots, but they're all like, yeah, we're out of them.
What's
like,
funny, when I was younger, when I would call for things, like I'm like, yeah, do you have this like certain game? Like, and then when the game got released, they thought the interest was so high, they bought multiple copies of it. And I was like, oh, that's all me.
I'll just go call it back.
Yeah.
You guys are releasing the One Piece game because I want that.
That's all me.
So I think the initial launch of it will be huge because it's got a fandom just
Yeah.
because of the property. But I played they had like a app where it's like this is how the game mechanics work.
and it fucking sucks.
It's okay. I don't see like high level play stuff.
It's the gameplay is more like 2-piece.
It's just one. I want there to be multiple pieces, but it's just one piece.
The One Piece is real.
It's real. The art's cool. Like the cards look really great, and there's
Yeah.
booster packs. I wonder because it's like their initial set, and I'm like looking at Magic now. The thing it makes it hard to compare when thinking of Disney and the One Piece thing is every set, or for many sets, like they've had so many sets, they introduce new mechanics as they've gone. So I'm like, what was the initial Magic set mechanics like?
Yeah.
How basic or complex was it, and where is it now? And while we want to compare what it is now to these initial things, what if these are just like we're doing a foundation and we're building on it kind of thing? Like, let's say they do a Disney original, that's the first set. Next set comes out, Pixar set, they introduce a mechanic. Next set comes out, Marvel set, new mechanic. Star Wars set, new mechanic.
And there's a lot of like anime collecting cards. And
Yeah.
those are fucking crazy.
Yeah, there's all kinds of
Like, there's no gameplay to this shit. It's literally just collecting.
No, some of them I've seen like there's a card store that like only focuses on that stuff, and Pokemon's the most Western thing they do. They don't do any Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic, and I'm like, what are these other games? And they're like avid fans of it at that store. I was like, I don't know. Okay, cool. There's things I don't. Yeah.
I've wanted to collect because like how insanely expensive these cards get. I mean, it's not like insanely, but most cards, even like the basic cards, will become $30 to $50 cards.
Yeah.
Versus you buying a deck for like less than $5.
I had a moment where I thought I saw at Target these DBZ cards, and they were like premium set of Goku or Vegeta. I was like, is this one of those things where it's like it's gonna be huge one day?
So
Should
I
get 'em?
have,
And I'm like,
I have
I can't-
Dragon Ball Z cards from like 1990
Yeah.
fucking 7.
Hold
Like,
'em?
well, they're all fucking beat up. I never took care of them.
Sensu
They're like in a
beans.
box without a lid, and you can see like
They fell down.
things were crushing the shit out of the top. I actually didn't see that box when I cleaned the stuff up a little bit.
Yamcha's in there.
I know. The card, like the deck is somewhere else, and he's just like by himself.
We'll see.
But yeah, huge. I'll collect some. I'll buy one deck or one pack, like the what is it? Normally there's like 10 cards.
Booster? I don't know.
A booster,
Depend-
yeah. A
like
booster.
the One Piece booster. I saw someone do an unboxing of it on TikTok, and it was like a box of like 20 packs. Each pack was 5 cards.
Damn.
I was like, what? That's so little.
Yeah.
And then I see like a Magic box, and it's like, and a Pokemon one, same thing.
Yeah.
Like, so who knows?
But I'll probably buy, and then if I think the cards look really cool, I'll probably buy some more. If they're like, I'll just probably buy that one booster.
How do you feel about it? You interested or dangerous or no?
Collecting, no collecting.
It depends.
A deck or two. or a booster. I keep calling it a deck.
I don't know. That's my reselling days are over. I think. The only thing I'll resell is like video games and maybe comic books.
Okay.
That's about it.
The Supreme
Okay.
Group.
Cool. That's my topic.
Speaking of resell, we're going to PAX, and this is kind of a side note, but remember the last time we went to PAX? In PAX, pins are big, and collecting pins. And remember, we got two Diablo 3 pins. I sold one of mine for $40. This is a long time ago, but I was just looking at eBay. It's still $40. It's being sold now for $40. But those, we wanted to do the Fortnite one because they came with the Fortnite pin. Those are cheap. I could actually buy them, but I don't want to. I'm not a pin guy. But anyways, what are the 3 things you're most excited for? I'm on vacation mode.
Do you want to start?
Well, I already know one of yours. So
what's one of mine?
A game called One Piece? No. One Piece.
Only if it's real. Dude, it
Um,
might actually be there. There is a One Piece game coming out this year, and they showed it. Yeah, exactly. And it's like a turn-based. It's like Persona or like a JRPG where it's like you have your roster fight against the thing. If that's that'd be cool if it's there. Okay, now I'm excited.
we missed out 4 years ago on an after party. We are going to many after parties. So the after party
Is what you're looking forward to.
is one of
sleep.
one of the things I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I don't get any sleep anyway. Shit.
That's true. I think what was the one we went to? The Microsoft one? That was the closest, or
That wasn't even a party. It was just like,
but it was like an evening thing, right?
yeah. We had a bus to ourselves, destroying the planet.
Dude, that was, even though it was like, it wasn't like amazing, but I don't know. I felt like that was really cool. Like,
They
had like an exclusive bus taking them to their like little campus thing, and it was a big ass bus, and no one was fucking taking it. So it was like, yeah, pretty much our exclusive bus.
Kind of crazy too, because like
Played Tunic, fucking 4 years.
4 years
before
like
the fucking
indie games still like Silk Song. The indie games, Cuphead. Indie games take fucking time. Fucking Sea of Stars.
All right, so before you guys take it further and take my fucking time, my thing, I was gonna jokingly say we met a superstar there, Donkey. So I'm excited to back him
Twitter.
for spoiling Xenoblades 3. No, but the indie games, dude. I'm super excited to just go there and like mingle
It's
with
gonna be a lot.
like these.
So there's something you might like.
Mm.
I tweeted it. I don't know if you saw it.
Underwater
Retweeted
Sea
it.
of Stars.
No. There's an indie game, and if you beat their boss, you get a pin, a special pin.
I saw the one you shared. The Shield Bearer or something?
And the game looks like Hyper Light
Because
Drifter.
I got a shirt last time.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. Thunder. And then that game came out. Actually, just like maybe in the last year, I think.
This year.
Yeah.
The bike one?
Yeah.
There's another, that same challenge that you did.
Yeah.
There's a similar challenge. If you beat the devs, you get a beat the devs. I forgot which booth is doing that. But beat the devs.
Elden Ring booth. One PvP.
I mean, just gamifying things is just fun.
Yeah, 100%.
just
When PlayStation Expo did it, I was like, you're onto something.
But like it does multiple things. Like it's enticing someone to want to play your game because they don't know it. They're like, oh, competitive. Like let's see how this plays. And then when like if you made a good game, people will be like, fuck, this is actually really fun as you're playing it and enjoying the shit out of it. And like it just adds on to it,
Yeah.
We met the last time we went, 2017. We met the developers of Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah.
And they were really fucking cool.
They were really cool. And
Yeah.
the things in that interview, I was like, that's so, just like little things that I was like, I didn't even think about that. Like,
Yeah, dude.
This was cool.
I'm excited for checking out these indie games, dude.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what was that other one that came out this year? The Blood Axe one?
Oh, yeah. Blood Right, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, Bloodlust.
I don't know.
It was like
He's a butcher. And
yeah,
then
he had like a Viking axe thing
Yeah.
and he just runs around a section. Yeah, maybe Blood Red. Yeah, indie games are really cool.
Yep.
What did you think I was in?
What do you mean?
Magic? Yeah. Yeah, competing.
What else?
What's competing, but
No, I mean Magic competing. I mean Comic-Con was like a taste of it, but it felt more.
Taste. Fucking,
I think also
yeah, one whole fucking day there, dude.
making friends, right?
The way I'm making my deck's making enemies.
Yeah, dude. You're doing fucking
Came
troll
from Southern
ones,
California. Yeah, I'm kind of curious because I feel like most of what I've signed up for is more draft stuff, and I don't even need my decks, but I want to bring them for the in between of like, are people playing other stuff?
So there's Magic has cards that are like instant win cards, like nearly instant win. Yeah. So there is a TikTok video that I saw where the guy's like, "Wait, they have cards like this? How come they're playing competitive mode?" And the next scene is him just completely beaten up because he's like, "Oh, I know what I don't play it."
Competitive is like it's called for the commander mode. It's called CEDH. EDH is what the original term was for that mode. Mm-hmm. It's like Elder Dragon Highlander. I don't know why that was called that, but that was what it was called before. It was formally made by like Magic. Like we're sanctioning this mode. Commander. And I've watched competitive, and it's like they play by turn 2. Jeez. You have 15 mana, and you're just like, what's about to happen? Like everyone's like one thing away from it's like a high stakes at that point.
Tsunami wave of fucking actions.
Anything could happen, and it's like at the same time nothing's happening. It's almost like when you see two samurai, they're just like they're not moving, but
there's so much going on. Yeah.
I want you to like become like make enemies by like becoming Mike Ehrmantraut. So what I want you to do is take that land, tap it. And then you just destroy him. You just play by play. You're going to predict what he does, and then you say what you're going to do.
I think what I want to do is test myself first. Be like, do I have the?
No.
Is this as confident as I seem?
You got to jump in strong.
And then when I have if I have just a taste of that, I'm like, I'm confident. To come out just.
So then
confident.
you go. You're going to play a card. I'm going to go ahead and cancel your play.
I'm gonna become the guy that first introduced me at Comic-Con, where he's like, "You want to play a game?" And he's like, "I have a pre-con."
And I fucking
first opponent's
like
a 10-year-old kid.
And every kid is that kid that fucking
the clipboard,
the clipboard kid.
The clipboard.
Think of it that way.
I think what I would do at that point, if it was like that, I wouldn't just blast them off the board. I would just make it where they want to quit. Like, they're like,
"Jeez,
is the match still going?"
Shit.
I'm like, "Yeah, do something." And then I counter it, like, "You can't do anything. You done?" Jeez. My turn. It's like, and then they just slowly die. They're dying inside. They're like, "Let's kill me." Like, no.
Release me.
That's my style.
Jang, do you have another one?
Well, indie games is one of them, but I'm going to choose something different. I know I'm not into like the collectible pin stuff, but I like the hunt for it. So the pin and the scavenger, the little like from Bandai, the scavenger hunt from Bandai, the little like quests. Like you're like quests. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to.
I second that.
It's the closest thing to like real life quests.
Remember, Diablo was kind of like a quest.
Yeah.
A goblin.
Yeah,
treasure goblin.
At the mall.
Gotta chase it down.
We found him.
Elden Ring is just gonna have a guy with a pot right next to McStabby's. He's like, "You want this? You're gonna have to earn this."
He's like, "Get behind me, hit me." Taking an Uber to a computer gaming store and just playing
You gonna do that?
No. I still can't believe I did that shit.
The monkey.
I almost
Dude, I bought a fucking laptop. I never even brought it for that.
Yeah. I remember the Lenovo.
Yeah, I was too scared to bring it. I was like, I'm gonna fucking break this shit. And now it's my sister's laptop. I've never touched it. I bought it literally to play
we
World of Warcraft
we
mobily.
used it once for the Game Awards. We were trying to do a reaction from the couch when it was like
really
only like from my apartment.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
You brought it and we were like, okay, we can use that.
Yeah.
And
fuck, I don't even remember that.
yeah, let me change this.
That's crazy. But No, I think the same thing, like the scavenger and more of like the little like games that different developers will have and stuff, and I enjoy that. And just checking out the like, exclusive things, like not exclusive wise, but like Nintendo's doing an exclusive test of Splatoon 3, which you had to sign up, you know. But I think it's going to be, honestly, it seems like it might be so dead, specifically that little exclusive thing, that they'll allow people to just kind of come in.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I think what we got is no
Speed
line.
zone.
Yeah. Fast pass.
And maybe it's... Ooh. Oh! There's two things I just remembered, and it's the same. It's 2 in 1. So the creators of Divinity Original Sin 2 are going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Sign your copy?
You
don't have physical copies of that?
I have a physical.
The Switch?
Yeah, it's like the limited run version or something. That's a good point. Fuck. They're doing 2 things. They're having a demo of Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm hoping is like a very solid version of it. I've only seen like the open
glitchy,
beta.
yes.
Well, it's not super glitchy. Initially it was, but like they've just been iterating. I'm like, I just want to wait.
Yeah.
And the other thing is they're doing a Divinity Original Sin 2 board game, and that's going to be there. And I'm like,
I don't think it's going to be that good, man.
I don't care.
I don't have
It's like Bloodborne, where they have the board game. I'm like, I don't know how good or not it is, but it's like the miniatures.
So
like the miniatures could be cool, or like
so collecting.
a bit. But I am like, there's like a faint, like the Bloodborne one. I want to try it.
Yeah.
But that's not what like drove me the hardest. It was like, this is well made.
Yeah.
Like you always see those like with Kickstarters.
Yeah.
Like
their first ones.
some of them are like, yeah, the old.
And then once they mass produce it, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Yeah. They're doing a BattleTech one.
But fuck. I was thinking about like a Roberto thing where we're gonna be the you went to an event with Roberto where you guys had like you were waiting in line to play a game. E3. And then the developer came, E3. Or like someone came, and they fucking kicked them out immediately. Yeah. So you can play. We're going to be those people that are kicking someone out of Splatoon 3.
Genshin Impact has a booth.
Yeah. Mihoyo.
Their new game's probably there, huh? The one you just quit?
Oh, yeah. Tower of Fantasy. Is that Mihoyo?
Yeah.
Because it looks exactly the fucking same. Like, this got like the little thing. The only difference, instead of showing characters on the bottom because it's different characters, it's different weapons because each weapon turns you into a different, like, gaming character.
There's a couple of games, I don't remember their names, but I saw a few that have been leaning into the, like, we're a tactics game or we're a first-person game with a card game element to it.
Oh, shit.
Like the Neon White.
Mix and match.
Kind of mixing it.
I saw a tactics game, but it's like a fighting game.
Yeah, I have it bookmarked, so I don't remember the name. Yeah. And Shovel Knight, they're doing their new thing, Dig. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be on demo.
You know what I don't see? Hollow Knight, Silksong.
Team Cherry.
I'm not giving up.
Maybe they gave us like an exclusive game or the access game to it, and then it's the only thing we play, and we buy a new Monster Hunter game. We only play it once, never touch it again. And then I comment on how good the sound is in the game.
What else is there here? Expo Hall.
The Boo Crew. Boo-hoo.
Special guest. Oh, that was another thing.
You're excited for the special guest? Is that one?
Well, Reggie. He's going to be there. Yep.
Philame?
Matt Booty.
Give me that booty. What?
He's head of Xbox Game Studio.
Is Bowser going to be there?
No.
What I'm looking forward to, but not looking forward to, is the merch.
I'm not looking.
Did you see this shop?
Not looking forward to the merch line.
You can order stuff already. Just pick up.
Well, I don't really care about the PAX merch.
Oh, other merch. Got it.
Fan Gamer. Cult of the Lamb. I'm probably gonna buy the plush.
John Wasabi. What the?
Robin Atkins Downs.
That guy I want his signature from.
You're looking at Austin, huh?
Yeah.
I see your mouse just hovering.
King Woods. Who else we got? We got Bowser 16 streamer. Oh, these are all I think streamers. Yeah, these are streamers.
I'm still looking at the old stuff, so I don't know what you're looking at right now.
It'll get there in a sec.
Eventually.
I think Asimir is gonna be there.
Where's Cujo Prime? Yeah, he was on.
I know he went to
the European DreamHack.
That was crazy.
International podcast stars.
I didn't know you had it in you to like fucking sign up for something and be like, peace.
The picture I put too was like, how is this gonna get approved? It was me like this.
They didn't notice it. They just saw Pikachu jacket.
They didn't notice me doing this.
They probably like, oh, he's pointing at his like his shirt.
Mariachi Entertainment Systems.
Still can't see it, but it's cool.
Oh wait,
There's a lot of content creators going. Like, not the ones shown here, but like just looking at Twitter.
oh yeah,
It's a
PAX
lot.
Pokemon League. Oh yeah, they're doing a panel where it's like how to play competitive Pokemon, like on Sword and Shield, on like how to get into that, like a guide for the new
EVs or IVs, whatever they're called. EV training, IVs.
So what else should we look at? Are you guys
Looking forward to the food.
is there anything in particular?
Belly boy, biscuit bitch, maybe some clam chowder at Pikes.
Beechers. The cheese, the mac and
mac
cheese
and
they
cheese.
have there is.
Pierogi,
No.
pierogi.
No, I'm not looking forward to that.
Why not?
McStabbies.
Right before we sleep.
Maybe
That would be fine.
maybe get a Happy Meal at McStabbies.
They have the Pikachu Happy Meals right now. Exclusive cards.
McStabby's still fully stocked on those.
I know, right?
No
Like,
one's,
come if you dare.
no one's getting those happy
We
meals.
learned the HM cut. Story time with Matt Booty panel.
Sign up the Wiggly Dust.
How old are we? That's got to be a rough name. Yeah, food. The one thing I'm kind of bummed about is the weather.
Yeah.
It's
kinda
not like
hot.
extremely hot.
It's not
like
I
it's
just
not
look
even reaching the 90s.
No. It's what a good day here would be.
Yeah.
It's just I love when it's cold.
I mean, I love the cold too, but as long as it's not fucking, it's gonna be 107.
Yeah, I'm glad about that part. That's what's
Fucking-
helping me not
Here in
think
Southern
about.
Cali.
Yeah, that's what's helping me not think about that. It's made packing easier because I'm like, I'm just bringing shorts.
Yeah, I'm bringing one sweater just in case,
I'm gonna buy one. Over there.
Merch.
and then not have any room to take it back. I should probably get rid of that sweater.
Which one?
The jacket that I have in my bag. 'Cause
Oh.
I feel like it's just taking up a lot, and then I can put in a new sweater in there. You know?
Or you can just wear it around your shoulder, pillow from the plane. I want to use the bathroom quick. Keep going.
And what else are you looking forward to? I think I like traveling. So the fact, like, just going to Seattle, Washington, I'm looking really forward to. Pike's Place is like an amazing place. I'm looking forward to that. You said food. Wasn't there a like a retro game store or like a vinyl store there that Kurosh was talking about? I feel like. But yeah, I'm looking into like exclusive merch to different merchants, not like in general the PAX merch. But that's gonna be pretty cool. Do you plan on buying anything? Like,
Yes.
well, I know you already plan on buying the Cult of the Lamb thing, but do you have like anything else?
One thing I'm looking forward to. The hotel is close.
Yeah.
It's fucking close.
I heard-
I could take a nap.
I heard rumors that we are connected to PAX.
We are packed.
We don't have to leave the building
There's a
to get
panel in our room.
Yeah,
in our room.
First guest. Yeah, I was trying to find a map that shows it or something.
Here's the map. Here's the map. Here's the map.
Download map. There we go.
Are you guys planning to like do an after party or just like the concert and you're done?
Concert, but if you want to do something, I'll go with you. I don't.
There's like after parties.
I haven't looked at anything to know what the fuck there is.
I am open to after parties. I think I wouldn't go to any solo. Like if you guys are like somewhere else, I wouldn't be like, oh, this one, and then just like wander off because I like.
Where are you going?
Well, I mean, like with the bigger cities and like how things have been in the last few years, I'm kind of like more concerned about just walking around out and about in the downtown area. That kind of like, even though and I don't know how this year's PAX, how lively it'll be, so I don't know how big of a nerd groups we'll see, but I think I am going to try and be of the. We'll see, but I'm like, okay, coffee up, so I'm just riding out till whenever, like late, like whether we go to a party or there's stuff in some of the rooms, the convention rooms or something, and just soak in every minute. I'll sleep when I get back. We'll see. I don't know. I'm saying this now. I might be there. I'm like, I'm fucking tired. I'm just gonna sit in my hotel room. There was one day we were just in our hotel room, just like you got playing Messenger, like the whole time.
Yeah, we got tired the fuck out.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
We let's get ready to leave, and then we started playing literally we all started playing Messenger, and then we're like, oh, I'm over here. We're like,
we should get
measuring how far we were into the game, dude. Like,
so like for me, it's like anything we do, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm like, if there's ever like I've had enough of the show for, I'm like, I'm just gonna go find a match in the Magic room, or like go back to a demo
to play Magic,
or just go back to our hotel room and just chill. Or we're like 2 blocks from the Pike, so get some souvenirs for friends and family.
Yeah, dude, I shouldn't have said anything. Everyone's now is like, get a souvenir. I'm like, what the fuck? A souvenir from Seattle, Washington? It's not that amazing.
When we're just get
coffee bean,
the Bibles from the hotel room. No, I'm sure like conventions will be like, or they'll be like, here's a free pin, here's a free, like not the pins we're looking for, but like those large ones.
Yeah.
Give those. I mean,
No,
like
but
it depends on like
want,
how.
They want like a city. They don't care about PAX.
A city thing.
Yeah. They want a city
coffee
thing.
bean.
Just go to the hotel. You know how there's that. I used to do this as a kid. I don't know what I was like. That whole thing where it's like
all the gum wall? You took a gum?
Yeah. All the brochures. Just grab all the fucking.
Not that cheap. I can't do that.
You could. There's postcards.
There's things like the Pike is their biggest thing, so I'll probably buy a couple things on the Pike.
There's a ton of knickknacks like postcards
and be like, "This came from the Pike. This came from the Pike. This came from the Pike." And they'll be like, "Whoa!"
There's a strip club right across the street from it. So you probably get some souvenirs there.
Get a couple of transmitted souvenirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
So that's the
stickers.
The map we're looking at.
Well,
now
this is like the convention floor.
Okay.
So Larian Studio. That's Divinity, and they're right front and center. I'm very happy there. I think that'll be a cool display. Hopefully, I remember back at the far back that little T that pops out.
Yeah,
that was like where a lot of little small games had like kind of like Indiecade where they had those. Fan Gamers in the corner on the left side.
No.
BioWare is supposed to be doing something in the corner too. Oh, BioWare and Limited Run are right next to each other in the bottom left. So like as soon as you come in right there.
First thing we hit.
Humble Games.
Humble Bundle.
Then you cross the Sky Bridge. Oh, okay. So this is. Now I remember how this is. Okay.
Just you gotta watch out for the enforcers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Masks.
Make sure masks, wristbands, and when we get our wristbands, I think it's like Comic-Con. How we check our COVID. Yeah, clear or however else you did it. But that's in our hotel area, the check-in spot. So
nice.
We'll be there hopefully anyway. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We'll probably do a recap when we get back.
Possibly. In our room. Tired as fuck.
Maybe. I'm not going to bring anything.
That's fine.
Maybe we can borrow some equipment from Jose.
Maybe they'll be like, hey, you know what? The Weekly DLC, we did give you guys a booth.
We're going to take one. We're just going to be like, this room's not being used. We're podcasting. Cool. Anything else, Jay, on your side?
I'm just excited to visit Seattle again.
I'm excited to get my ass handed to me in Puyo Puyo.
Let's go.
I want it recorded, a TikTok.
Wasn't there like a retro game store there?
In Seattle?
Yeah, or no? Yeah.
Pink Gorilla.
Okay.
There's 2 locations.
We only need to go to the closest one.
The closest one is smaller, but it has stuff.
Like the closest one's still 10 miles away.
I mean, the closest one isn't. It's like I'd say a 5-minute or 7-minute Uber away, and it's smaller, but it has a selection. I remember checking it out. The one that's a little bit further is like 10 minutes away.
Oh, it's still close.
It's still close, yeah, but it has a larger selection. Like it had a lot of stuff.
What theme is the store?
There's nothing. A retro.
Oh, okay.
But I remember there was a store near there that was just like retro, like vinyl tapes, cartridges and stuff, and that's where I found the copy of Ocarina in its box and WCW NWO Revenge in its box that I bought, and I was like, I'm
keeping these.
Getting these, yeah. Not at Gorilla, like they didn't have it. They had this random other store had it. That was cool. Cool. Well, anything else?
Hopefully, I don't go goblin mode.
You're gonna start mailing stuff. Hopefully, I don't go goblin. I'm scared of what I've already ordered or bought or whatever.
No vinyls. You have no room to put vinyls.
Mail. Yeah, I'm not getting. I'm not doing vinyls. I
didn't
didn't even think of that.
Damn.
No vinyls.
If fan gamer, no.
vinyls.
There's a Super Metroid vinyl, which is rare.
Only the rarest exception.
Only fans.
Yes. They might have a butt like what you saw at Comic-Con. It's like, this chick has a truck.
That was so crazy to me. They had a fucking 2 trucks.
Yeah.
Hustle.
With their OnlyFans promotions on that shit.
Is there any games coming out that are like, you know how Messenger came out the weekend of PAX? Is there any games coming out this weekend?
Not that I know.
I kind of want to pick up Cult of the Lamb.
That
think
one,
you'd like
but
it.
it's already come out. But yeah, that's like the most closest one.
What you kind of mentioned it. So you're planning on playing like in your off time with your Switch? Is Switches are going to be your game of means of choice when you're there, like outside of it? And you're planning on doing Dark Souls with a likelihood of Slay the Spire. Okay. Are they there? Okay.
Actually, I don't know.
What studio is it?
2-piece.
It's Humble, I think.
Humble?
It is Humble.
They're there.
Yeah.
They are. I saw it a second ago.
We should stop by and
They're right next to Yacht Club games.
Love your shit. The
Well, I'm
1,000 hours.
A Slay the Spire shirt tomorrow. So.
I'm wearing Supreme drip leopard print.
I'm wearing an anime shirt. Oh, fucking.
Supreme, the soup ream.
Soup.
Oh yeah, I
and
gotta check. I don't know. I just have basic stuff. Do you have a game of choice? Are you bringing your Switch?
I'm bringing my Switch and just all the online or all the like downloaded stuff I have. I think.
Is there anything you're aiming on? Like, I want to put time into something.
Maybe finishing up the Messenger, but probably more Monster Hunter.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Monster. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
A lot of the solo stuff. Oh, finish up like all the easier mode stuff that I skipped.
Oh, okay. Clearing
and
those
just
out.
clearing it out. Yeah.
That's good. This kills the time.
Yep.
I'm afraid I'm gonna be sleeping in the plane.
That's fine too. Though.
Why is that? Don't fear.
No, I just.
You're like losing time. That just means more
I'd rather,
time on the
I'd rather
ground.
be energized than
Yeah.
not sleep.
That's the one thing I'm worried about is like if I don't get a good like today rest for the beginning of Friday, Friday's gonna be like still not get enough rest, and then same thing with Saturday, and then probably same thing with Sunday, and it's just like fuck. It's just catching up sleep the whole fucking
what do you
time.
have-
I'm just worried about Karosh.
For
Me.
the-
Us.
I have AirPods this
Yeah,
time.
it's not good.
3 story.
It's not gonna work.
I wanna go.
I can't believe
I'm
you
just gonna
said
make
this.
TikToks. I'm gonna use the
I plan on making TikToks.
Bro, I give you permission to film me to make TikToks, all right? You should be like, I can't believe he makes this noise.
I know what I'm excited for. I'm surprised you haven't said it either. Hot Marm.
Oh my god.
We want him to come
When have you guys seen Hot Mom? I don't understand this.
Yeah, I've never seen them.
I don't understand this.
This weekend's the week.
Dreams come
After
true.
party.
You guys want to make a bet?
Yeah.
I think I'm actually. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think it's probably gonna be. I have my iPad, and I was gonna play a little bit of Magic, but I don't think that works unless I have Wi-Fi. So probably no. But I'm bringing my Switch because I started Xenoblade.
Ooh,
Like
3?
Yeah,
Spoilers.
Like
Donkey,
Donkey and I are on.
thanks.
It didn't make any sense to me, so I'm fine. I'm like 30 minutes, 40 minutes in, so I'm like, I want to put some time. I have not played any video game like with substance that, besides the tournament, that was the most I played in a day. So hopefully that. If not, I might look at something else that kind of have started like Triangle Strategy. I'm like, every time I try to play that game, I'm annoyed at how much dialogue and separation there is, but I'm gonna try. That'll be my like.
Don't forget headphones.
Yeah, I brought for the snoring.
Don't forget headphones.
Oh, and I also have that little mic where it's like the attaches to
lavalier.
for the phone, so I can make the. We're here today with this limited run game. How does it feel to be back?
You know, like you guys could do this too, but I want to make a TikTok of scavenger hunt and then the steps.
Oh, okay, that'll be good. I don't know if that's what I'll do, but we'll see.
TikTok's taking over the world.
It's for me. It's become like I think what's helped me like it more as a creative tool versus just a viewing tool.
Yeah.
Is the tool that you allow for creating
To edit.
has become way more streamlined. At first, it was like if you want to use this, like your bare bones, you do one or two things. That's it.
When are you gonna edit your first movie?
It
Yeah.
fucking edits the things for you.
Yeah,
man.
like the other day, I helped
God.
Dractleton and Unicorn Rainbow Ship do like an unboxing video of something they got. And I knew some basic stuff. I was like, okay, this would be good. This would be good. I don't know if we'll use all this, but this will be good. And then I just literally selected them all, and I said, make. And all I
With
had
music
to do,
and it fucking does
yeah, it auto picked a song, but I was like, let me pick a different song because I don't like this song. And then I resynced it, and it had most of it laid out. It just cut them too quick. I'm
Yeah.
like, you gave me the framework. I can just
Yep.
tweak it
Yeah.
now, and perfect.
Yes.
Like this is it became fun. I'm like.
Did
Like
they-
you
did-
said, like editing is like usually very. It's still tedious to a degree because you're fine tuning, but
Yeah.
when it times it at least to get most of that work kind of done, and you're just fixing the corners, it's way better. And like you get a feeling of like, oh, I can see what the final product
Yeah.
can look like.
Mm-hmm.
So that's made it fun. So now it's just like, what do I want to think of?
Right.
So what were you saying?
I was gonna say, did Unicorn, Rainbow Shrimp, and Draggleton see like your editing process, and they're like, "Oh wow, it's easy."
Dractleton saw more of it,
Okay.
and I think that interested her.
Gotcha.
And so I sent them like I was like I don't know if they have time because we were all doing. I literally finished my final project for my class today, and that's what they're gonna be working on. But I was like, here's all the clips I put. If you guys want to try and make a different kind of video, because like there's totally possible to do
Yeah.
that with. We had like 15 little 8-second clips. Give it a shot. Like this is how easy it can be.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I just well, I don't know if they'll do it, but
Yeah. Nice.
yeah. But we kind of collaborated. We're like, oh, you should do this, and you should like time it with this, and it was cool.
Nice.
Gonna be fun. PAX. I want to take a lot of pictures, record a lot. Maybe I'll do like something with the Magic stuff, like post-match conference, like taking questions. I was thinking I have a little tripod. I was like, if they don't mind, I wasn't gonna record them, but I was just gonna record my gameplay. Like, what am I like?
Yeah.
I'm drawing, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. That seems like a lot of work, especially if I have to get up and go sit somewhere else again and set up again.
Just bring a tripod.
I have one,
Just like up.
but then I'm like the battery of the thing. I don't know what else. And then I'll do like, so here I was being a dipshit. I should have done this instead of that. It's
Voiceovers.
like,
Mhm.
here we see him freeze frame, and it's like a
Do
John Madden.
football, yeah.
Okay, I'll start thinking of ideas. The other idea I had, and this is something I've been trying to work on or trying to understand better, is I have a few friends that have been in the pin and sticker design business, and I mean you were kind of like mentioning it too with the pin stuff. But the sticker side of things, I was like, I have ideas for stickers in certain niches. I just want to start like making something and figuring out what that looks like.
Yeah.
So I might tinker with that too. That's the other, like whenever I go on a trip like this, it's like you have the main goal, which is whatever the thing we're going for, but it's like what are the other things you bring along the way that you don't normally have time for? Like I'm gonna put some time into like game X on my Switch, or I'm gonna read like some people do that. They bring their book and they read like. It feels like a vacation in those ways too. So, we'll see. Cool. Where can people find you guys?
You can find me Cold Marmalade, all social media.
Where can we find Hot Marm?
Yeah, Hot Moms of McStabbies.
Maybe TikTok soon.
You can find me at PAX this weekend at The Last Bosses everywhere except Twitter at The Lost Bosses.
If people find you at PAX, what should they
I was gonna
take
bring
a picture?
my wig. I was.
No one's gonna recognize me.
Should they take a picture with you? Say hi.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger. Send him feet pics. You can find me at Kujo Prime at PAX. You can find us all at the Weekly DLC. And until next time, Will.
DLC.
You later.
Noodle pics.
The One Piece is real.
The One Piece.